If the expo goes down, you're in bad shape because, as I said, he's already tier 3, so the A bombs are more efficient than any other unit you have. Have fun with that one. So I'm trying to think if I can remember this, sage advice I had for you. Um, no, not really. I guess the best I've got right now that comes to mind is I was watching a replay of I think DD versus someone. So like not really a completely random kid, but I mean someone who obviously would never beat DD8, from sort of a tier 2 clan, someone who wouldn't make WC3. Anyway, point is, he was like, dude, how can I beat Elf? Like I can't do this. And it was on Terran Stand, which by the way, free win for human. Um, and he was like, dude, how can I win? Like there's nothing I can do. And DD was like, oh, do this, that, the other thing. He's like, what? That's so hard. And DD says, paraphrase, and here's your sage advice. Well, nothing's easy. Yeah. Big build up, right? Ooh, thanks, Phreak. Yeah, but point is, I mean, really, like, playing a lot of this to perfection and playing very well and running your strategies effectively and winning games should require some effort. There shouldn't be a cakewalk for you to beat someone just because, oh, well, I saw this replay and there's a really good strategy, and so I'm going to attack, move, and make the units and win. Hey, imbalance, I lost. No, okay, this is, to some extent a competitive quote-unquote sport, or it's a competition at the very least. You're trying to win against your opponent. So no, it shouldn't be easy, and if you're playing at really high levels, of course, it'll be even less easy. If you're playing at lower levels, well, the definition of easy changes based on, how good you and your opponent are. Point is, though, um, you know, winning should require some effort. You should have probably put in more effort than your opponent into winning this game. And now, some things are harder than others. For example, winning Undead versus Orc is really hard, and you've got to do a lot of things. You've got to keep tabs on when he's expanding and what he's doing in his unit combinations. The point is, whatever the matchup, I mean, there's a lot of things going on in the matchup. He could do one of 3 strategies. He could be creeping one of 5 creep camps. He could be attacking at one of any 3 given times. He could be doing a whole bunch of random shit. And yeah, it's up to you to figure out what he's doing. Scouting's not really that hard. You can, make some scout farms or scout wisps or send your blade master around or use shades. I mean, everyone has the possibility of scouting pretty easily. Um, you know, put some effort in. Figure out what your opponent's doing. Put some effort in. It's gonna be important. I mean, sure, everyone loves just sitting in their own world creeping for a while and massing up their favorite unit, but if you want to win, yeah, you got to put some effort in, and it's not necessarily easy, but you know winning should require playing better than your opponent, and the only way to ensure that is just to play so well that it's impossible for him to play better than you. I mean, like, let's go to another sort of, base another point off this. I know this is completely irrelevant to this matchup or this replay in general, but see, here's my cool stage advice I was gonna promise you guys. Um, you know, Moon won't lose to whoever beats you last game. Think of the last game you played where you lost. Moon wouldn't have lost to him, guarantee you. I mean, unless you just lost to Fav, Moon wouldn't have lost to him. So think about that. It's obviously possible that you could have played so well that you still would have won the game despite whatever the imbalance or map was. I mean, for example, I had played NGL against Praetorians, and I won this game. And then I played Tharkus, human player, on LT, and then I played Thurisaz, human player, on Echo Isles. To quote Insomnia, by the way, he says Echo Isles is 100% win for human. I don't agree, but whatever. TS is the 100% win. But point is, like, these are matches where I'm not really in favor. I mean, Undead versus Elf, not really elf-sided. Echo Isles, yes, elf-sided. So, okay, that one shouldn't have been very hard, and it kind of wasn't. But, I mean, I got cross-map versus human on Lost Temple. Easy? No. I had to play really effectively. I didn't play perfectly, but I got lucky. I didn't check, for example, the bottom left corner expansion more than once, and I got lucky because he never expanded there. I tried to keep tabs on other expansions, make sure he didn't expand there, and there are a couple expansions he never took, and I just had Wisp there checking, so I knew not to worry about it. You've got to keep tabs, and even if it's a big map like LT and there's a lot going on because of all the creeping and masking and stuff going on, well, guess what? Deal with it. All you have to do is click once and your Wisp is running across the map to check an expansion. Like, really? Is that really so hard? So, so that's sort of the point I was coming across, though, is saying that no matter what the imbalance is, it's always possible to play better than your opponent. I mean, as I was saying about I was against a human on cross map Lost Temple. That's not elf-sided, guys. And yet I won because I played well. I played, essentially better than my opponent, I suppose. And, well then maybe you're against the human on Crestmap LT. Well, play better than him, Play so much better than him that you win regardless of the imbalance. Moon can do it, I can do it, anyone can do it. I mean, there's no one who went 0% on Lost Temple, I guarantee you. So just play well, play better, Say, I'm not going to lose this game. I don't care if it's imbalanced. Moon could have won this, Phreak could have won this, list a bunch of players, they all could have won this. Why can't you play that well? Just, put in the effort, do the strategy right, do the timing right, scout, do whatever it is, but, play well enough to win. You have it in you, just do it. And, yeah, thank you for listening, leave me comments, heart, and all that, and I'll see you later. Bye.